Guys, hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're happy to see me today because I got something real special for you. So in this video, I want to actually, pull back the curtain and walk you through the $500,000 agency program, okay? But one thing that I need to clear out is that there's so much stuff right now because we've spent the last 2 months actually creating new content, shooting everything, restructuring everything in the actual program that even I myself, I'm getting lost because there's just so much stuff, okay? And another thing that I'd like to clear out is that 90% of the value that we provide our customers is not the content, okay? I know even you yourself, you've probably gone through 10 courses, right? You've probably bought everybody else's program out there and you still haven't achieved anything, right? Or you're still not where you want to be. So that's why I personally think that 90% of the value will never be the content. 90% of the value comes from actually, how can we make it so easy for you to actually take action? And the way we do that is by technically doing the work for you, right? So this is just 10% of the value we provide, okay? And so please keep that in mind, but it's still a good 10%, trust me, okay? So let's get into it, okay? So where shall we start? I guess let's just start. So when you become a customer, we give you access to this. Also, I hit the Notion link because I know you guys are tricky. You guys been accessing our stuff, but I don't mind. You can access it because, like I said, it's just 10% of the value. Okay, but check this out. So when you join, you have this onboarding checklist. Fill out the onboarding form so we know what is the biggest issue that you're dealing with. You join Discord, you get a kickoff call where we actually build a roadmap for you and personalize it to what you want to achieve. We schedule a warm-up session with me, and that warm-up session, to be honest, is just me and you talk, and we get to figure out what is the easiest path for you to getting to add an extra $50K per month, okay? So you walk me through your offer. If it's a bad offer, I'm going to tell you, hey man, I think this is not going to help you get there. If you're in the wrong niche, I tell you same thing. I tell you, hey, I think you should switch to this niche. If you're in the wrong sub niche, or you don't even know how to target sub niches, I'll tell you, hey, start learning how to target sub niches, okay? On the warm-up session, to be honest, this is probably where 80% of the value will come from because you just get a clear guideline or like action plan on how to actually implement everything, okay? So you get access to we have 6 weekly support calls, guys. Like, it's actually insane, okay? We have multiple worksheets. You have foundational sheet. This is going to be insane, by the way. I'll make a complete video just for this sheet because it's a lot of hours that have gone through it, okay? You have Belle, who's walking you through everything so that you understand how to use Notion. Now, the way that I've done it is I've decided to not have module focused like content. I've actually wanted it to be just phase by phase. Why? Because I don't want you to know how to scale before you even learn about the simple client acquisition systems. Because in order for you to scale something, you have to scale a system that is already working. I don't want you to understand how to troubleshoot a campaign before you clear out your offer. Okay, so I've asked myself, hey, what are the 5 phases that you have to go through to actually scale your business, right? Improve your thinking and decision making so you choose the right game. Offer perfection, client acquisition systems so you can actually start getting to work. Understand how to troubleshoot those campaigns and then scale everything, okay? So before I go through the content, let me actually walk you guys through the roadmap. So every customer gets access to a roadmap, okay? Let me show you what it looks like. So as you guys see here, we have all the customers, and every customer will get a $500,000 roadmap. And this is the action plan that we need every customer to pay attention to, okay? And let me walk you through how it's structured. So the way that it's structured, within each phase, there are 3 things. There is learning. So if you see here, it doesn't start with phase 1, but check this out. If you go in phase 2, you have the learning part, and then you have the decisions and building, right? Because once you learn something, you need to make a decisions on the thing that you've just learned, okay? And then you need to get to building, right? And then once you're done building, then you go to, I think it's implementation, right? So you learn, you make the decisions, and then you build the assets, and then we get to implementing everything. Okay, so you'll see here that there are the 5 phases. Of course, phase 1, there is module 1. You work on everything, improve your offer. There is the pro module 2 here. We have everything here. We have 6-figure outbound prospecting campaign. You have leveraging paid audiences. You have learning about leveraging paid audiences, decisions on how to go about it, building everything, and then implementing it, leveraging strategic partnerships, learning about it, building, and then implementation, improving your troubleshooting your acquisition systems, learning about it, decision, okay, building, and then implementation. Prepare for scale. You want to learn about leveraging video sales letters. You want to learn about onboarding VAs and multiple VAs, like up to 10 virtual assistants, personalized VSL creators, right? I just onboarded a new VSL creator. We have a program for VSL creators, right? So we actually pair you with someone to actually take care of making your videos. But that's not really the point of this video. We have accessing more paid audiences. We literally have, let me see if I have it here. But I don't want to get lost, but like if you go in audiences, we actually have a list of audiences you could join. We have commission only end-to-end sales reps, right? Would you like to get people who know how to find your leads, who know how to get them to book a call, who know how to close them, and who know how to onboard them? We have a process around it. Same thing, building, implementation, because these are like scaling processes or scaling systems. So this is the roadmap, okay? So there are how many steps? There are 19 steps to building a system that can add an extra 50K every 4 months, okay? Or, to be honest, you could do it faster if you get to work faster, okay? So every customer gets access to this. We just switched to this new hub. So, when customers are getting in, right, we're like, okay, they're an agency, okay? And then we're like, so we'll know when it started, okay? And then I'll be like, hey, Nico just signed 4 new customers, okay? Right? Email mark switched from Facebook ads to email marketing as an offer. And then, after switching from Facebook ad to email marketing, right? So I can add that note, and then the team will know everything, okay? And then, if we see someone who just joined a week ago and they haven't started their campaign for outreach, we'll be like, whoa, what's going on here, right? And then we're going to be adding more statuses. We're going to know if someone is having issues troubleshooting their campaigns, if they're having issues with their loom creators, if they're having issues making looms themselves, not being able to convert people, right? So now we're going to have tags everywhere to just know exactly what everyone is dealing with, okay? And this is just good. I know some people out there are paying like $5,000 to join programs because people are famous and they never even open the program. I literally have customers who are so tired of buying influencers who come to us after having purchased all the programs out there, and they tell me that, hey, I just recently bought this guy's program and I haven't even opened it yet. That's how bad it is. So that's why I want to tell you that the content is never valuable, guys, right? What's valuable is behind the scene. It's this type of stuff, right? We know when your campaign is starting. We know everything. Okay, I don't want to go over the old thing, but we have so many notes, guys, that it's ridiculous. Okay, so it's the accountability. We have case studies here. We have assets here. Okay, but let's actually go through the content. So phase 1, improve your thinking. You need to build a new character. You need to know who do you need to become to actually achieve your dreams. Okay, and I personally think that I made this content like a while ago, but I haven't changed it because I personally think it's from me even before achieving the crazy levels of success, okay? Crazy levels of success, to be honest. I haven't achieved anything, okay? But I think this is really valuable, right? I went through Sam Oven's stuff, and I think, he created a really great process around understanding who you need to become, okay? And if I learn something from some of the greats, I'm going to also, repurpose it and, create something for our customers, right? In my own words, of course. why are billionaires are billionaires, what makes great companies, right? That I've literally created this content after listening to a 2-hour podcast from the guy who wrote Good to Great, and I just created content around it. So the stuff you get in our program, it's not stuff that I got from other courses. It's literally from everywhere. Yes, you get access to courses that are going through, sales process, Sam Ovens Consulting Accelerator. I don't want to go over, too much stuff, but I've gone through a lot of them, and I just pick out the stuff that has helped me the most, okay? So, truth about money, inversion thinking process, 6-figure identity, decision making. So if you want to settle for 6 figures, cool. Just learn about the identity. But if you want to get to 7 figures, come on now, right? This is where the good stuff happens, okay? So this is just the thinking part. I don't like calling it mindset because it's not mindset. I'm not talking to you. I'm not telling you to, start meditating at 5 a.m. No, I'm just telling you, hey man, start thinking better. And the only way for you to think better is to understand what actually causes success. What's the cause and effect, okay? So you get access to that. Offer perfection, okay? Offer creation frameworks, 4 steps to revelation, picking the right game, copywriting framework, key to unlocking true wealth, how to price your very first offer and how to justify it, the value equation, right? I know you guys have, started seeing a lot of Alex Hormozi, and he put out a great book. And do you know what? Of course I'm going to create content for my customers around it, right? You don't have to read the whole book. I'm going to show you how, I'm just going to synthesize everything for you and just share it with you, okay? So this is good. Why you worksheet, right? You're trying to figure out why should people buy your service, okay? So what I've done is, I'm not going to open this one because I think it's just so important. What I've figured out is, after having helped over 160, 70 customers, is I've realized that the biggest issue that customers have is that they're not good at communicating what actually makes their service important, okay? So what I've done is I've built a process and a worksheet, okay, we're going to get access to it, that asks them and helps them find all these sales arguments to make someone want to buy your service, okay? And it's in this why you worksheet, okay? Increase the power of your messages. So let's say you're like, oh, but I don't know how to create messages. Okay, then understand the state of awareness of your market and the state of sophistication of the market. If a market is so sophisticated that they don't even want to learn, actually I'm going to go straight into content. The 5th state of sophistication at this stage is the market is hammered. They no longer believe in any messages and any claims. They don't even want to hear about your product or service. How do you solve that? Then to solve this problem, the emphasis shifts from the promise and the mechanism. So like, let's say someone is tired of hearing about my program, or they're tired of hearing about courses. Then what I do is I switch from talking about the 50K promise or the mechanism, which is our support as well as content, to identifying with the prospect, telling them that, hey, I've been through your shoes. I quit my job last year, July 2020. It's been probably 12 plus like 5 months. That's like 17 months that I've been in business. We've just done over, we're getting close to 400K in, with this new offer that, I created I started with an appointment setting agency in December 2020. And from December to now, we just, we're almost at 400K. So I've been through your shoes. I haven't made millions, right? So I'm probably best to actually advise you into how to scale effortlessly or efficiently, cost effective wise, without, because some people who's made 10 million last year, you're not going to go from 0 to 10 mil. It's impossible, right? First, learn how to secure your first $500,000. First, then get good with, scaling to 7-figure run rate, right? But anyway, I don't want to go over that. That was just this is content, okay? If you ever want to join our program, you'll get me going over everything, okay? That's that. Increase the power of your messages. So this is offer creation. To me personally, I think that once you understand the value equation, why you worksheet, and key to unlocking true wealth, you're going to be good with creating an amazing offer. Now, client acquisition systems, okay? Volume negates luck. This is some good stuff. So the way that I've wanted to do it is that when a customer signs up, okay, you're going to get access to all these acquisition systems, but we're actually just going to suggest you 1 or 2 that you focus on. Why is that? Because If you focus on more than 2 systems, you're going to lose. Unless you have a team to actually manage all these systems, right? Because if a system, I think the second law of thermodynamics says that stuff is meant to actually break. If I left this condo for like 10 years, stuff would start happening, right? It's the same thing with systems. I see people who are launching emails, they're launching Instagram outreach, they're launching virtual assistants left and right, but they're like, oh, my VA is not doing the right thing. Of course it's not. You're not keeping them accountable. You're not spending 5 minutes every single day to ask them how their day was yesterday, how everything is going, right? So for me personally, I don't want to because when you have a lot of tasks, right? Like I'm trying to scale to over 7 figures run rate, and it's a lot of tasks that you need to think of, right? So I don't want my customers to worry about, oh, well, if I want to go to Instagram, do I have to worry about also how do I do Facebook? How do I do LinkedIn? How do I do email? Hey man, just focus on Facebook. And you know what? I'll show you how to leverage Facebook to book 100 meetings per month. How do you do that? I show you not only the components of the system, right? I show you how to generate attention. I don't want to go through everything, guys, but it's the good stuff. It's 55 minutes, guys. This is a movie, okay? I show you how you should spend your day if you're trying to make Facebook work. I show you how to start conversations, how to lead them, how to find inefficiencies, how to educate the prospect without having to spend all day texting or trying to get your VA to understand Facebook ad or email marketing or CRO to try to sell. Like, no. We leverage videos, okay? I'll show you how to do it, okay? Or you're like, oh, but does Instagram work for local businesses? Don't worry, I got both of it. Instagram outreach for e-com, Instagram outreach for local businesses, okay? Introduction to Instagram, how to structure my Instagram profile, what to do when IG bans you. Find me any influencers out there who knows how to deal with Instagram banning you. And if you've tried Instagram outreach, you know how annoying it is, right? One of the solutions we get is we just tell our customers, hey, the truth is, Instagram is a tool, Facebook as a whole is like almost $1 trillion company. Like we're not gonna beat Instagram banning us, but we're definitely gonna be having other angles to actually pull or levers to pull to actually at least help you like tone down the issues. Okay, so or LinkedIn, you're like, oh my god, but I can only send 100 connections a week. I'm like, okay, no worries. Well, I'll build the process around it, and we'll just get you to leverage groups, okay, on LinkedIn. So there's a lot of stuff, guys. Email, right? I got Shivam, who's running a personalized email, outreach agency, who's helping agencies actually book meetings through email to create all this stuff. Sample email templates, email testing, crafting the perfect email, and then you also get access to the support call where he goes over everything here. Okay, personalized live, how to route them, Upwork outreach via email, unlimited leads for your marketing agency for free. Okay, this is the good stuff. Evergreen versus personalized. So you're trying to figure out, should I keep making personalized Zooms or should I just go over an evergreen VSL, right? You end up figuring out within the content. This is a training document created for virtual assistants. So as you see, this is just the first one. This is just outbound prospecting, okay? So you can pick Facebook, Instagram, but we get to direct you to the right thing, right? Once you have picked your channels and you understand how to book meetings on them, asset building, right? You're like, okay, but how should I distribute the content? Why is it so important for me to create content? How to build powerful content, profile funnel building, setting up your Calendly and booking process, social proof building, guys, okay? Case study structure. You're like, I don't know how to structure my case studies. I'll show you how to do it. How to get prospects to book calls, right? You're like, oh, but I don't know how to structure my looms. No worries, okay? I got you, right? 7 steps to creating the best looms of your life. Tools you need to make really great videos, value videos. It's really simple. All you really need is a Loom software, Google Doc, film yourself in the video, okay? And add case studies, and it's really simple. But this, we actually get to automate it for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Follow up, right? You're like, oh, but I don't know how to follow up with leads. Don't worry, I got you, right? 10 email sequence to follow up with everyone. Message creation framework, automating lem lists, right? You're like, oh, but I don't know how to use lem lists. Don't worry about it, I got you, okay? Or you're like, hey, leveraging Snow.io, but don't worry about it. I got you again, Okay, so and this content is structured so well. It's actually structured to actually be taught to someone who's doing the job for you, right? That's how easy it is. So I'm not actually asking you to go through this content to implement it. I've created this content for you to understand the systems, but you won't actually have to do anything besides make loans for warm leads, and eventually we can delegate that, right? And all you have to do within your business. My goal is every customer that joins our program is I'm thinking of how could I get them past $500,000, past 7 figures, and just start thinking like someone who's running an 8-figure business. Because if you start thinking like someone who's running an 8-figure business, you realize that, oh, actually me, Serge, I'm not the one who's going to take this business to 8 figures. It's teams within my company who are all going to focus on one thing, and they're going to do it well because I'm going to incentivize them based on the success of the company, right? This new structure that you guys are seeing, I didn't build it, right? Maribel, who's a customer who ended up joining our team, she's amazing. She helped us structure everything, right? So the quality of the program is not even reliant on me anymore. That's how you guys should think. So when I see customers, I'm like, hey man, stop worrying about making $100K a month or $100K a year. Start focusing on how you can make. What structure would you need to actually make $100K a week, right? So skip the struggle. Just go back to making decisions, okay? So that's the first one. How hiring a VA looks. You get access to everything. So we'll show you how to hire a VA. We have the presentation here. We have everything here. So we hired the VA. All you really need to do is just interview them, pick the right one. We'll train them. We'll shadow them for 6 hours, and then once a month we're also hosting like a call where we update them on everything that is new within all the acquisition systems. Okay, making it work with your virtual assistant. This is crucial because a lot of you guys don't even know how to treat your employees, and it kills me. Okay, managing the VAs, of course, leveraging paid audiences, right? Oh, one of the biggest issues is people who don't know how to really leverage paid audiences or even free audiences because they don't like, but what content do I post? Okay, don't worry about it. I got you, right? How to create transformational posts, how to create this promotion post that can make you, 10 to 50K in a day. Okay, I personally made this, and then we generated over maybe over 5 figures in a day after making it. So you get access to it. To create a 2-step post. These are the easiest content to create, but I still want to show you how I did it, right? Creating value posts, you get access to the structure, okay? Content building, leveraging Instagram and Facebook stories. Like, I'm going to show you how to leverage your stories to book meetings or get inbound leads. It's crazy, right? Your worldview shifting posts, right? One of the biggest thing, I was like, if you actually learn about a lot when it comes to marketing, or even if you read the Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, you'll end up realizing that the easiest way to get someone to buy is for them to believe the thing that you believe, right? Because if people believe the same thing that I believe, they'll become customers inevitably, right? So what I did was, is there a way for me to structure see, we don't even have the video yet. I've created it. We're still adding the content yet. I've created it, but Belle hasn't added it yet. But I want to figure out a way to get my customers to share their beliefs. Okay. And this shifting post, I think, is really sick. Okay. Now, FAQs. I just skipped a lot of stuff, so we're still in the client acquisitions thing. Okay. We have traffic, building relationships, right? So if you get inside, you have a lot more stuff. Let me show you building relationships, messenger framework. You have branded audience, troubleshooting, everything, okay? Leveraging strategic partnerships. I think this is probably one of the biggest insights that I have when it comes to acquiring customers for your agency, is to literally find other people or you're working with your ideal customers and creating a partnerships, okay? So I try to explain it here. I think it's good. Where do you find your ideal partner? So I actually go over how Joseph signed his first 8K customers after 2 years of not being able to sign a single customer from leveraging strategic partnerships. Okay, converting prospects into customers. These are like sales assets. Okay. Now let's go back to troubleshooting. So troubleshooting goes over how to troubleshoot everything from your messages Loom videos, how to, train your team and all that good stuff. Scaling also, I won't go too much in depth because I think this is good stuff, but I still have to improve and build some of the stuff in phase 5, okay? FAQs. So let's say you join and you're like, oh, you have all these questions. No worries, you have everything here, okay? All you have to do is just, how do I duplicate a page in Notion? The answers is here. How many messages? How many profile? Blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? Let's go back here. Let's see. Support calls, right? You're like, hey Serge, where are the support calls? Just click this link and it automatically adds it to your calendars, okay? Or you were like, okay, but what are these calls about? What's general support? What's leveraging paid groups? What's campaign reviews? What's brand and audience growth? What's the general consultation Q&A? What's service delivery? Okay, cool, no worries. Just click here. Here's a description of everything, okay? Or you're like, okay, but I'd like to see one of the, how we leverage brand and audience growth calls. Okay, no worries. We have all the calls here. Or you're like, oh, I would like to see the newest campaign reviews and stuff like that. So we're actually starting to add these stuff. So we have all these other calls here. You get to see 5-figure acquisition systems, importance of taking time off, support call, Loom videos, outreach, pricing model, all that good stuff. So you get access to all the goods. Like I said, guys, I even myself, I'm getting lost within this stuff, okay? Or you're like, you want to learn about service delivery, okay? This one, I guess, is a must watch. I guess you need to see it. If you want to know how to deliver, especially if you're in the media buying side, we have Sean, who's really sick. We have audiences here, tools and assets. Guys, it just gets crazier and crazier, okay? So you have out here over almost 100 Looms that have booked the calls for our customers, and you get to see what actually worked for them. Free and paid audiences here, onboarding checklist, hiring template, target MRR calculator. So if you want to reverse engineer how many meetings you should book to actually get to, let's say, 50K a month, 100K a month, or 20K in a week, we show you how to reverse engineer. Price justification calculator, okay? Break even, ROAS stuff, you have it here. So all you have to do is just modify some of the stuff in here. So if the average order value of a customer, let's say these are like for brands, and it's 150, then should automatically switch a few stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it's lifetime value. Yeah, it's calculating stuff here. Expense calculator, right? So you're like, oh my god, I don't know how much my life costs me, okay? I personally need to use this too. You have everything here, so you can add everything from your crypto stuff, how much you're putting in crypto, how much rent is costing you, how much fuel is costing. Fuel has gone up, guys, so you guys need to know how much fuel is costing you, okay? Or just make enough money so you don't even remember that fuel exists, okay? So that's an option. Tools and assets. Social media management agreement, consulting agreement. We're going to be adding sales, commission only end-to-end agreements, all that good stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, like I could go on and on, but for now I'm gonna stop here because this is just almost 30 minutes. But again, this is just the content, okay? And like I said, this is just 10% of everything that we provide, okay? So what will be happening is that when you become a customer, I don't want you to go through all this stuff. I just want you to understand the lessons in each phase. So if you're not yet at the level where you want to scale, then don't go into phase 5. But it's good for you to understand it, okay? But one of the things we do is we're doing some good stuff. We're hiring personalized VSL creators. Like this is Sam, he just signed up recently. And I gave him probably like 20% of the actual content within what I just showed you. And here is what the message that he just sent me, right? He's working a day job. He was like, yo, I just, I want to actually, get going. And I was like, cool, perfect. Just pay to play. I'll train you into a personalized VSL creator. And now he's ready to start making looms for our customers. So you become a customer. You don't even have to make looms if you don't want to, right? I'll just train someone else, pair you with them. All you have to do is just train them on your product, okay? And yeah. Well, I guess a lot of you guys will check out this link, okay? But it is what it is. You can check it out if you want. And you really are making it a reason for me now to scale my business to 30K a month, as well as making hundreds of highly converting via sales. So that's it. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, and I appreciate you. One thing that I always say is that my goal is to make it unreasonable for every customer not to achieve their dreams. So if it means creating 100,000 different like iterations for our program, then we'll do it, okay? But next up, I'll actually just walk you through the foundational sheet, and that one will also be a great one, okay? So have a beautiful day, and have an amazing week. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful life, and get to work. Promise you, it's worth it. Bye-bye.